Okay, this is Block 8, Block 8, Pax Americana, Section 2, the beginning of the Cold War with the section the Soviet crackdown in Czechoslovakia. After the war, Czechoslovakia was occupied by Soviet troops. The Czechs struggled to free themselves from Soviet domination, and to a degree, for a few years after the war, succeeded. But in 1948, Stalin was determined to gain control of Czechoslovakia once and for all. The communists in Czechoslovakia organized elections and then rigged them. They cracked down against important and famous anti-communists, beating them up in the streets, chucking them in prison. And all of this was supported by the Soviet Union. They took over Czechoslovakia. Domestic Czech communists, with the support of Moscow, took over the Czechoslovak government. All of this was going on during the congressional debate on the Marshall Plan. So as the Americans are debating whether to give billions of dollars in aid to Europe, they go home and on the news every night is that the communists are working to take over Czechoslovakia. This was enough. This Soviet crackdown in Czechoslovakia is enough to convince most Americans, or most American congressmen at least, that the Marshall Plan had to be passed to stop communism in its tracks. And then after the Soviet crackdown in Czechoslovakia, the Marshall Plan did pass both houses.